success unexpected in common hours. It will chase after you if you can place into your imagination what it is that you would like to attract and begin to feel it. Start retraining your subconscious mind. And your subconscious mind, it responds to what it is that you suggest to it. Your subconscious mind rules your life. 96 to 97% of everything that you do is done as a result of your subconscious mind. And when your subconscious mind gets programmed, it goes ahead and responds to whatever it is your conscious mind has placed into it. You are the creator. This is the mystery. This is the great secret known by the seers and prophets and mystics throughout the ages. This is the truth that you can never know intellectually.
Woo! Good morning, dreamers. How are we feeling? Rise and shine. Hope everybody had a great weekend so far. We are coming up to the 4th of July, always a special time of the year because we are right at that halfway mark. And anytime we can go ahead and make a decision, go ahead and draw the line in the sand to make a decision. And what a better time than now, coming into halftime, into the second half, to go ahead and dominate and max out the second half of 2023. Cedric in the building, Mr. Shane and Talina. It's awesome to see you, family. TGIM, the growth includes Monday. I'm fired up. I got a great topic for everybody diving in for today. We're going to be talking about believing in your greatness because I know what's inside. So ready to go ahead and bring the heat for today. JoJo locked into the gym. Let's go. Dream Team has been absolutely on fire. JoJo's texting me these messages over the weekend. With all this abundance coming in, sales are flowing, magic is happening, and I'm not surprised. Let's go. Amazing. So let me go ahead and get live on IG. And if you guys have a couple things that you're grateful for, let's get them down below to go ahead and start off the day vibrating high and feeling good. And it's game time. Believing in your ever since YouTube wouldn't let me put music on at the same time, always makes me wait. YouTube doesn't want to let me be great, but it's all right. We continue. Here we go. I'm grateful to be alive. I'm grateful for God. I'm so thankful to be able to be breathing. I'm grateful for the sun, to be able to hear the birds early in the morning. We got up bright and early at the crack of dawn, stayed up late last night, really getting the vision set, right, for the second half of this year, getting a nice evaluation. I actually want to sit down this week as well and really do a detailed evaluation on what we did well, what we can go ahead and do better on, and what is the focus coming into the second half. Now, I've already got a very strong idea, and I'm excited to go ahead and level up with the family to see all of these goals and dreams continue to come into fruition. So I'm grateful for another day. Mrs. Grace, Miss Bell Sinclair, it's good to see you, fam. Here we go. Believing in your greatness. Let's get to it. Grateful for another day, JoJo. You already know. All right, so you see today's topic, this is going to be a deep one, right? Today, I'm not doing anything crazy with strategy, okay? If there's one thing I've learned from studying the greats is they understand this, right? We have three pieces, okay? We have our state, we have our story, and we have strategy, right? It doesn't matter what industry that anybody's in. These are three S's that if you want to really master this side, it's going to take us understanding them at a deeper level to go ahead and really have these dreams come into fruition. Starts with state, okay? The story, the strategy. Everybody always wants the strategy, right? Well, here's the truth, okay? Everybody knows the strategy for a lot of different things. Everybody can go look on Google. Everybody can go on YouTube. They know how to get a six-pack. We eat a little bit better with our diet. We hit the gym a little bit more. We have a calorie deficit, and we're going to lose weight. And eventually, guess what happens? We're going to get a six-pack, right? We're going to get fit. It's not hard to go ahead and figure it out. But the difficult part is getting in state to be able to go ahead and then take action, right? So here's the difference with this side, okay? When we're talking about states, this is everything. when you go door knocking, when you go ahead and make your calls, when you go ahead and post your video, when you get into the markets trading, when we go ahead and put these brands in our e-commerce stores, you see the state that we're sitting in whenever we create any of these activities. I promise you it has a direct reflection on the results that end up coming back in. So today's training, this is going to be special because I'm going to help you and myself tap into states. Okay, I'll never forget when I got this training. When I first heard it, I was telling my mentor, I was like, yo, there's no way you seriously expect us to go ahead and knock this out. He said, do you want to go ahead and go after your dreams? Do you want to leave a lasting legacy? Do you want to stay stuck in your own paradigm? Do you want to keep thinking the same repetitive, habitual thoughts every day that's not producing any results? I said, no, I'm ready to change today. Let's do it. Give me the exercise right now. So if you guys are ready for the exercise, drop some 555s down below. And I'm going to give you the single exercise that completely shifted everything for me. And I know without a shadow of a doubt, it's going to do the same for you. This is going to snap your paradigm. You ready? This is big. Telling you will never be the same after this training. I can promise you that without a doubt. Dante in the building. You ready? Yo, make sure you take notes, Dante. You're going to like this one. Okay, here we go. And I'm going to look, I can't even lie about this. Yo, Shane knows, right? We spent a lot of money on elite mentorship getting around the GOATs. Okay, so what I'm about to give to you is not something that's theory. This is something I'm practicing on a daily basis, something I've spent a lot of time doing the deep work myself. And even after this training, I'm about to go through this with you again. You ready? So here's what we're talking about for today. Okay, this was in the second week that we locked in and he had us do this, right? First things first. What does the word action mean to you? I want everybody to participate with me real quick, okay? What does the word action mean to you? And you're going to see how relevant this is as I go through this. Go ahead and just drop down some ideas. When I say that word, what do you feel? Okay? For me, when I answered it, these are some things that I wrote down, right, as I went through this exercise. When he asked me, what does the word action mean to you? The process of doing something to achieve something. He said, okay, great. Let me ask you the second question. What does action look like? What does action look like? Go ahead and drop some bullet points where you believe action looks like. Here's what I wrote. Activity, movement, work, effort. He said, amazing. I love it. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Let me ask you the third question now. You ready? This was number 3. He said, what does action mean to you? You're going to see how deep this is getting. Give me your answers as you go through this. Watch. Role play with me. What does action mean to you? Here's what I wrote. I wrote fulfillment, progress, joy, achievement, relief, right? Feels good when we go out, we take the action, when we actually get to the gym and we get outside. When we knock it out, it feels good, right? So relief. He said, amazing. I love that. He said, now what does action feel like? Woo! We're getting deep here. We're peeling the onions of the layer because you're going to notice that this is inevitable. On this road to success, on this road to growth, this question is very serious. You ready? Pay attention. What does action feel like to you? Right? Cedric, action means getting better. Movement, doing something with purpose. Action feels intense, fulfilling. Let's go. All right, so check this out. Here's what I wrote. You ready? Action feels like sometimes it can feel scary, right or wrong, right? Doing things that are new, taking action, it can feel scary. It can feel new. It can feel adventurous. It can even feel unknown. Let's just take those handful of things right there and think about a lot of the things that we're going to go ahead and run into the second half of the year. Are some things going to be scary? For sure. Are they going to be unknown? Without a doubt, right? Is it going to be an adventure? I can promise you it is absolutely going to be an adventure. And this is the beauty of being able to transform into the highest version of ourselves, because this is all a part of the journey, right? So check this out. Here's the next question he asked me. He said, amazing. I love it. Now he says, what does it feel like when we're in action? What does it feel like when we're actually in action, when we're doing the deed, when we're doing the daily methods of operation? What does it feel like? When we're in action, when we're actually in it, when we're in the field. Here's what I wrote. When we're in action, sometimes We can be very focused. We can be very goal oriented. We can have our blinders on, like the horses in the race, wearing blinders to have tunnel vision, right? We can be in a flow state. Drop some 3 down below if you guys have been taking action during activities and you can remember what flow state feels like, where you just were doing it and it seemed like time seemed to literally just morph by. And you looked up and you're like, yo, did 2 or 3 hours just really pass by? Because you were in flow state. This is huge, right? So if we can learn how we get into flow state, we can start to manage that and start to get into that more often and sit in that. This is where the magic happens. I can't tell you how crucial this training is right now. It's huge. Let's go. I love it. I love it. Family's tapped in right now. Okay. Now stay with me. Here's my last piece for you. Here's what he said. Okay. So you've now got a deeper understanding of what action looks like. Now I want you to go ahead and I want you to dig deep in your memories. I want you to open up some files that maybe you forgot about. You see, a lot of us, as we get older, we tend to go ahead and forget about a lot of the things that we've accomplished inside of our life. You see, a lot of us, we tend to forget how great we are already. A lot of us, we tend to already try to focus on where it is that we're going, not remembering how many things that we've already accomplished already. I know what that feels like, to always be looking to grab onto something, not realizing that who we are, what we have right now is everything we need to go ahead and get to that next level. But the problem is a lot of us, we're so focused on what went wrong, how many times we failed, how many people that told us no, how many around us maybe don't believe in our vision. I know what that's like. I've been there, especially at the beginning of this journey. This is why if you're newer into entrepreneurship, this is a crucial training. If you've been into entrepreneurship for years, this is also a crucial training, right? Because the rewiring, it never ends, right? We're always still students. So here's my main piece of today. You ready? Here's the biggest part of today. He said, I want you to go ahead and write a list of 500 things. Literally, no joke, 500. Let me put it in the chat so you guys can see it. Write a list of 500 things that you've accomplished in your lifetime that you didn't know you could do. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, I could maybe get 20, I could maybe get 30. He said, that's because that's your old story. You see, you're so used to thinking about everything that went wrong, you forgot about everything that you've actually accomplished already. And when I sat there and I started to write things down, I realized that, like, wow, look at how many things we've actually done. And let me show you my paper so you guys can see it, right? A boss will tell you what to do. A leader will lead by example. So let me show you my paper. 500 things. I got 500 right here. I got a whole nother page about it. Literally, I sat there and I wrote down 500 things that I've accomplished inside of my life that I didn't know at one period in time that I could do. Think about it. How many grades did you guys graduate? You went through 12 grades of school? That's 12 different things. You rode a bike? You ever roller skated? Ever took a trip somewhere by yourself? Ever ate a meal that you've never eaten before? These are all things that we've accomplished inside of our life. At one point in time, we might not have known that we could do. So a big part of this is remembering our greatness, remembering all the things that we've already been able to grow through. Think about the worst thing that's happened inside of your life. And we're still breathing. We're still alive, right? We still have the opportunity to go ahead and continuously grow. So I know without a doubt, this is a training that if you really take the time, this is going to change everything for you. In fact, let me see it. Let me see if I have it down below or I have it inside. I was taking notes this morning, but I was looking at it and I asked myself, how many of us, right, are willing to go ahead and do the shallow work? But I'm telling you right now, for those that are willing to take the time to do the deep work, nothing will ever be the same. Because think about it, if you could write down 500 things that you've already accomplished, whatever comes into our life next, whatever little pebble, whatever little problem is going to seem minuscule. Because now we have all of this ammo of all this greatness that we've already achieved. So you know what's coming. Drop it down below. What are some things that you've accomplished in your life that you're truly proud about? That you can go back and you can sit in that moment and you can see people clapping for you. You can see the applause. You can see the smiles. You can feel the hugs. You remember the phone calls coming in. Drop it down below. What are some things in your life that you're truly proud about? That you might have put some blood, sweat, and tears into it, that you made it happen. What are some accomplishments down below? I want you to remember how great you are today, right now. Before we get off of this call, before you go ahead and do any other action inside of your day, this is where the secret is, the feeling. Peace of mind, right? How many things can you guys think about that you've accomplished inside of your life? Do you think you could get down 500? Do you think you could even get 100? He made us do 5. What if we just trimmed it down to 100? That's your one piece of homework for you today. I don't care if you do anything else for today, but that's my one piece of advice. I highly suggest for you to go ahead and take the time. For nobody else, this is for you. This is for the amazing soul. When you look in the mirror, this one's for you. Freedom. Feeling is a secret. I love it. So that's the challenge today, family, right? For me, I can think back when I was 12 years old, I played in the Little League World Series. I was on TV for ESPN, but that was all the way. I had to travel to the Dominican Republic. I finally just got my passport again, but that was way back when I was 12 years old. I forgot about that. I forgot I was on TV playing in front of some of the top 1% players inside of the world. So along the course of life, we tend to forget how great we are already. So today, that's my challenge. That's my homework for you to go ahead and remember your greatness, to tap in to what's already in here. Nobody that you listen to, any mentor, in any guru that you see, nobody's a magician. All anybody is doing, they're allowing us to see the greatness that's within already. That's it. They're just the guide. We're the ones that have to do the deep work. We're the ones that actually have to take the time to truly dig within and light that fire. So family, with that being said, that's my training for you guys. If you're ready for the challenge, drop down how many of you guys are going to go ahead and get today? 100, 200, 300, 400, 5. Drop a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. However many you guys plan to go ahead and get down today. But I don't care about anything else for Monday. To start off the week, I'm going to be right here with you. I'm going to make my list as well. Drop it down again, because the secret is the feeling. So family, with that being said, I love you guys. If you got any value, drop your number down, smash that like button. And if nobody told you yet today, let me be the first to tell you, you are amazing. You are a leader. You are powerful. You are unstoppable. You've accomplished things in your life that you didn't know you could get through. So whatever is coming next is going to be a pebble inside of your journey, because we are expecting and we are getting miracles. Dream Team, hope you have a phenomenal day. Remember, we can be, do, and have anything we can hold in our mind. We can hold it right here in our hand. I love you, family. Have a great day. Dream Team, it's game time. July, we are jumping to new levels. It's game time. Let's get to work.